Welcome to the T2M Talk to Me podcast, hosted by Tavel McCann, a podcast talking all things in nature about relationships, dating, current events. Oh, and did I mention relationships? With Dr. McCann, with licensed psychologist Tavel McCann. No. Well, it's with someone who has a unique take on relationships.
The head. So obviously I did December's and I went through there, but now I'm gonna do a bonus one because multiple people end up submitting to Dave Genesis and to my email, to my DM saying, "Hey, can you give us another question? Can you give us another question? You know, I'm having family events, family people around, so can you read another question out of the book?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So once again, the book is My Tea. It's up on Amazon. You can go ahead and buy that. It's also on my website, Dave Genesis. You can also go there and look at some of the courses, and you can also purchase the book there. So the way I do the readings, like I said, the last one was March, then December, and this is a bonus one. The way I do the readings is I go ahead and read off that question, and somebody gave me a random number, so I already did it. So I read off the question, give you the common answer, then I give you my answer. Now, the biggest part to it is some of this is going to hit home for a lot of you. You know what I mean? So share that story down at the bottom, your testimony. Don't just DM it to me because that happens a lot. Share it down there and maybe you can help somebody out so they don't have to go through the same thing that you went through. So let's definitely stay on that path. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and read the question. So that question. All right, 354. So, would you let and trust two of your exes to work together on your behalf to keep you out of jail, even if the stakes were high stake, like capital murder? Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Would you let and trust two of your exes to work together on your behalf to keep you out of jail, even if it were high stake matters like capital murder? So a common answer that, once again, the common answers come from like the speed dating events or just, playing the games with the people because I turn this into a game. And you get people, I don't trust my ex to do none. Or why would I trust them? I couldn't trust them to do right by me in this situation. And here they are. And it's a whole lot of no's. And you may get that one rare gem that say like, you know what? My ex has changed. I don't know how his feelings are towards me, but he's changed, so he may be willing to do it, for the well-being of me. So those are some of the common answers that people have. You can always chime in down there, but it's definitely going to be a whole bunch of I don't trust that blah 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 to do anything for me, and it depends on what note you left on. You know what I mean? Some people, like I said, you heard me say it before, you can't get mad at the problem that you ushered into the door, by having lower standards. So, if your standards were higher, not saying that they're not, some people trick you, they lie about a lot of stuff, but if your standards were higher, you can weed out a lot of that stuff. If you had certain deal breakers or just certain expectations, like, man, I expect this to be the norm for us or whatever, maybe you wouldn't have went through it, but I'm not a psychic, I'm not Miss Cleo, I don't know. I'm just trying to, prevent a lot of things from happening. So I would say, with the common answer, with people saying they don't trust their ex, okay, I can kind of agree with it. But I have had people where, with clients where they went to their ex because that was that person, that was more so they soulmate that they end up losing, but they still keep in contact with the person, and they still advise each other left and right. And so it really depends on how you ended that relationship. So it's not everybody, it's just some of them, okay? But when you putting both of them in there, they should balance it out, because remember, it's two exes, not just one. Two exes, so that one and the one before. So hopefully the one way before should be the more mature one to help balance out the last one. that just happened. So hopefully that'll work out for you. I don't know, you know. But my answer is, would I trust both of them? Nah. Nope. Let me say it again. Nope. Because some people, they just if they have a hand in slowing you down or your demise, they gonna do it, but not too malicious. Now you may have one, she may just be straight malicious, just like, you know what, his come up, his growth, and this, he's a totally different person. Why wasn't you this when you were with me? I was in a whole different realm in that time frame, whatever. I didn't know who I was, you know, then, you know, and it takes years for you to find yourself. Some people are blessed to find themselves early in their life. So, you know, things happen, whatever. And I still keep in contact with the person. It's just, once again, there's so many things we can only talk about. It's just, you know, I'm in a different area, different path. Now, previous one, the previous ex, I don't know, you know, because that one didn't end the best of the best ways, whatever, but it was one of those where it was a mutual agreement. You know, it's just like, man, you know, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Are we taking it somewhere else? Are we not? Are we just, you know, buying time? And we pretty much were just buying time until like a better job came along. This job was paying great, excellent, but it was more so until a better job came along, whatever. And, you know, hopefully that makes sense. And it's the same thing for the job. You know, would you have your previous two jobs represent you to get a new higher job, a new higher paying job? It depends on how you left those jobs. If you was, man, I'm quitting. It may not be too well, whatever. Or you cheated on that job with, well, I was here. Forget the non-compete clause. I still went to the competitor right down the street. I'm talking retail. And it's like, I'm not going to represent you to be on your best behalf. But, you know, it all comes back down to that person and their integrity. That's what it really boils down to. Because if the shoes were switched, they would want you to do the right thing. Hopefully they're mature enough to do the right thing. But nope. So, you know what it is. Stay tuned for the next one. Stay blessed.